You, me, and us. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How's it
How you
going?
doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I did stab myself in the hand. So if any of our viewers are watching and they're wondering what's wrong with my hand, it was all me. It was me. I stabbed myself.
What? But you're
Yeah.
okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
It hurts. Like it hurts a lot. And that's why I'm like, I don't know how I would handle like getting stabbed in like the stomach. I was like the smallest little stab on my hand, and it was hurt like hell. And then I think if like I ever got stabbed in the stomach, if someone got really angry with me, I don't think I'd be able to deal with it.
No, I mean, how do you deal with I think that you would be like everybody else and keeling over in excruciating pain because who would want to be stabbed in the
Yeah,
stomach?
I don't know. I just I hope that day never comes. But I'm also drinking a glass of wine,
Yeah, you
so
are.
really it's compensating for the image that we're looking at.
Well, I hope that your hand heals itself nicely and I hope the wine goes down nicely.
Both of those things will happen.
Both of
I
those
see the
things.
future. I see the future.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right. And what about you? What's the emotion you're feeling right now?
Oh, the emotion. Well, I'm warm from the inside out because I just finished eating homemade chili.
Mmm. I
So,
love that.
right? So I feel like I'm in glutton heaven right now. Yes.
Which is great.
Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
but with the homemade chili, I found that I went grocery shopping today and loved the fact that I picked out everything that I knew I was going to come back and make myself. And there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing better for me than putting on the tunes and creating a dish
Yeah.
and just making food and having the privilege of being able to eat some really good stuff. So I'm satisfied because I ate what I created and I think I'm great.
I think you're great too. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think so. You know?
So thanks. So that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I think we're both pretty great is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, definitely. You with your
Mm-hmm.
hand and me with my full belly. I think we're good. I think we're rocking and rolling.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic.
So,
And like creatively speaking,
mhm.
where's your head at?
Ooh, my head's in a great place right now. I had a really great week.
Mm-hmm.
Reached out to some people to just say, "Hey, what's going
Hey,
on? I uh
what's up?
I have this play that I would like you to read." So,
Nice.
my play Crossroads that I'm sure I've spoken many a time
Many
about.
times, yes.
Yeah. So that beautiful beast is my one of my number one projects for this year to
Mm-hmm.
get it on its feet. So I sent it off to two very trusted colleagues that are going to take a look at it, and then I will meet with them and hopefully hear some feedback and what their opinion is on it. And that was nice. That was nice to just generate a really sweet message and say, "Hi, this is what I've been working on," and being able to on the receiving end, congratulations,
Mm-hmm.
this is a beautiful thing. Keep this going and just reminding myself that it's my first one. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I tend to go from, from here's the pen to the paper to already like I should be I should be at the
Right.
arts club or, theater pass Mariah or something like that. And it's like, well, there's a lot of in between before that, if and that ever happens. So
Yeah.
yeah, so creatively that's been great. Sent that
That's great.
off. Yeah, reached out to some other people to just say, hey, whenever you want to have coffee, I'm in town. And spoke to my uncle who's an actor who just wonderfully offered me so much advice this past week.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
yeah, it was really nice to again just connect with like-minded people. I feel like when I don't on a regular basis, I think that really affects me when all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden like I can talk to yourself or I can talk to my uncle or a colleague that I've met at the restaurant and I'm like, oh right, okay, I'm back. You know what I mean? Like this is
Yeah.
okay. This is like where I'm at. So
Mm-hmm.
surrounding myself by by my people. By my
That's
people.
wonderful.
Yeah, and what else was there? I think that's it. Yeah, just looking to cook and find different ways to, expend my creativity. I'm starting to read plays again because I've stopped doing that
Good.
for a little bit. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I fall
um,
in and out of that.
yeah, and that came on the. I mean, I always knew to do that, but it also came from the advice of a wonderful instructor that I'm working with, and just do it. Like,
Hmm.
just do something. Do one thing for your career every day,
Every day.
and
Yeah.
be it an email. So yeah, that's what this week was about. Just sort of letting go of the angst of where am I going? Where am I going? Why am I not there yet? Oh my God, this happened. This happened. To what is going on right now,
Hmm.
and that really sunk in this week for me. So I
Hmm.
worked from a sense of calm and peace, and I worked from a really tranquil place, which was very new for me. But yet I found that everything still worked out the way it was going to work out. And I alleviated a lot of pressure from myself.
Yeah.
I had an audition this past week, and usually I would have been like, oh my goodness, and scrambling and trying to make it perfect and trying to make it what I would have always assumed they wanted. But learning that it really is about what you do and your take on the work, and that's
Yeah.
what I did, and as a result I did a really great audition.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a really great week.
Good. That's so good to hear. Yeah, I think it's like super important to connect with those people that you like admire as an artist, like with
Mhm.
your uncle and stuff, and just getting
Mhm.
that word of advice to be like, no, you just got to keep doing it, and like with sending out your play and having people be like, yeah, you just keep doing it. You just got to keep pushing forward, and I think that's so great that you're doing like rewrites and drafts and stuff. Because yeah,
Yeah.
again, I'm very similar in my craft where it's just like I want to do it now and I want it to be perfect, but
Yeah.
nothing happens like that. Nothing ever. Anything that you've ever seen has been worked on and worked on and worked on for years and years, and it's like that's how great art happens. Like yeah, I mean, you can write whatever, you can write a play in a day, but you got to perfect it, and like
Mhm.
there's only so much you can do in one sitting that's gonna
Yeah.
be good.
Mhm.
So and you have to be able to have that eye to see what's good and what's not working, which is like it's very hard as an actor transitioning into a writer or just like a writer in general. It's hard to take your art and analyze it when it's all yours, when it's something you wrote. Like you have to be the one to be like that line doesn't fit, or this line actually is great and I'm very proud of myself for this line. Like you have to be the one to give yourself that worth.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And continue, and that's why I'm very interested in reading plays or other people's, or going to see other people's work, because training yourself to have that critical creative eye is only going to better yourself.
Hmm.
um and so it's interesting how, like, just reading certain plays have stimulated, another character that I'd love to write about, or a different scenario, or
Cool.
um how there is really inspiration at your fingertips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all about discovery this week. So I think that that's where it's coming into. It's really coming into a new, sort of like a new area of my work, and in my career. So it's and I'm very fortunate, and feel very blessed right now that I'm every day that I'm going ahead, and every day that I think, oh my goodness, what am I doing? There is a sign that tells me you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. Good. I love to hear that.
Yeah. And you, how was your week? How are the last few days? What's coming up?
Well, I just got a kitten. Oh, I shouldn't say kitten. She's a cat. She's a year old.
Yay.
And that makes me happy. And being happy is the way to being successful, right? So I think that's something that I was missing for a while, was having a cat. A cat makes me so happy. And she's very
Yeah.
wonderful. Her name is Lola, and she's so cute. She's not here right now, so you can't see her, but like in the room, I mean. Um, and so that makes me happy, and I'm hoping that happiness will jumpstart me a little forward in my career. Next week I'm going into filming for hashtag Basic Bays. You can check
Nice.
out our Indiegogo if you're interested.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited about that project. We've been writing it for the last half of last year with two other really talented actresses that I admire, Kelly Taylor and Ivana Kingston, and we work so well together. And like we had a production meeting yesterday, and it just like was so great. Like everyone was on the same page. We're like, great, we need to get this done. Let's go, let's do it, let's get it done. We're filming on Monday. Let's make sure we have everything and set ready to go. Like
Yeah.
it's so great and such a stress relief, considering when I did female therapy I did all that on my own. So
Yes. Yeah.
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 So I'm very excited for the outcome of this project, because I think in the long sense, like, not to toot my own horn as a writer, but it's been me and Ivana writing it, so I mean it's not just me, but I think the actual script is really well done, and it shows in the sense that like we've been able to get really good crew members on board just because they like
Nice.
the material. Like
Hmm.
we've had a DOP who like works constantly. He's working and he's able to fit this into his schedule because he's like, no, I just really like the script. Like I want to be part of it because I love the script. And same with the director. Like he's like, yeah, I love it. I think it's so good. So it feels really good to have that from someone
Yeah.
who's like working for us basically. So it's really nice to have that that reassurance that we're going in the right direction for it. So I'm very excited for that.
Oh, so
And
exciting.
yeah. So that'll be next week, and it'll be very, very hectic and crazy and so exciting because I love being on set. It's just such a fun experience, like being
Hmm.
around people who are making something creative all together. Like
Yeah.
it's so great. Like I love being on set, so I'm excited to do that next week.
Awesome. So, so good. Oh, it sounds like it's just going to be such a ball. I'm so excited to hear how everything turns out.
I will tell you. I'll fill you in, and I just think it's like yeah, it's just gonna be fun, and also because for the first time producing, writing something, I get to just kind of on the day when I'm acting, step away as a producer and be like, this is not up to me. Someone else take care of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go be an actor now. Like that's it. That's all I'm doing is acting. So
Hmm.
that'll feel really good because I haven't had a chance to do that on set. I don't think ever. Where I've just been an actor, so
Yeah.
it should be interesting. And then I'm also in charge, like you were saying, cooking. I'm also in charge of the craft services, and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
Very proud of that. I was
Love
like,
it.
I will
Love it.
take
Have
this
you already
and I
thought
will
about what you're
cook
going to
food for
bake or
people.
cook?
Cook, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a lentil chili. So that's gonna be delicious with some garlic bread for one of the days, and then the other day I'm making a beef taco salad with a vegetarian macaroni salad. It's gonna be delicious.
Sounds scrumptious. And that is even more of a reason to want to be on set
Well,
because
I know
of
it's
your
just gonna
cooking.
sound, yeah, and it's gonna sound super conceited, but like I'm pretty good at cooking. And then also, whenever I cook, I always feel good because people always eat it and they go, "This is so good," and I go, "Yeah, this is one
Yeah.
thing I know I'm good at."
Yeah. Totally,
So,
totally, totally. Well,
mm,
I know that I've had the privilege and the honor of eating some of your lovely
yes,
mixings
my
and
on-set
stuff.
cooking. Yeah.
So everybody is in for a treat. So in terms
Mhm.
of your final product, how was it difficult to decide on what was going to make it to final print, or did you have a
Well,
sort of
we're still tweaking things as even though given the final script, we're still tweaking things.
yeah, right.
We had well with this script, it was me and Ivana mostly were writing it. Kelly did throw in a couple ideas here and there, um, but Ivana and I broke it down together. We figured out what we wanted. We did a complete rewrite because we originally had 4 characters. Now there's only 3.
Mm,
Um, so we ended up figuring out, it's also because we're working in the parameters of a short film. So we're like, we can only be 12 pages. Like that is our maximum. We can't be over 12 pages. So we were really strict to those guidelines, and we're like, what can we cut? What can we change? And Ivana's really great at taking what I already write in there and tweaking it and editing it, and I'm really good at adding to what she's tweaked. So like we are a really good team in that sense. And I still think like even when we get on set, there's going to still be some room for improvisation because I think that also is a really good energy to have as a like on set as an actor and as a director and as an editor to have that option to play with like. Okay, we have the 2 takes as, like, the actual script, and we have the 3rd improvised take. Which one do we actually like seeing on screen? And that also lends itself because, like, the writers are the actors in it. So, like, we're allowed to do that more than if it's, like, a Hollywood script and they have a writer who's like, no, I wrote this masterpiece, and you cannot change a the, leave the the in there. So, yeah, I mean, I still think we're open to changing a few things, but... It really just came down to the fact that, like, okay, we need to know what we're actually shooting. Like, the DOP and the director need to know what it is in the script we're shooting. It doesn't necessarily mean that we need exactly the lines down, but we need to know what scene it is, what its setup is, what it looks like. We need to know what characters are in it. We need to know who's saying what when. But you can, like, change the dialogue and tweak it as much as you want, but we need to know what the actual structure looks like so that it's easier to film, right? Obviously, you need a structure when you're filming, so. Yeah. So I can't say we're even down to a final draft, and it'll be more of, like, the editor's job to make that call, and luckily our director is also our editor, so he's on set and being able to choose that while we're watching it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if anything's ever completely finished. I don't believe that that's possible.
No, everything there can always be there can always be room for a tweak. A tweak here and there. That's great. It sounds like you have such a great foundation with these people.
I'm very excited. But we're getting up there in the numbers there, Jay. So I'm gonna leave it. We didn't do this last week. But we did do it the week before where I wanted to say we leave the audience with something that's like non-really creative, like just kind of like something that's going in our life that we just learned recently.
Okay. Do you want to start?
Do you have anything? Oh my God. Well, apparently I did. Okay, so I learned this cut on my hand is because I was cutting an avocado. And apparently that is like a thing. Like millennials are classically known to cut themselves while cutting an avocado. So I have just become a millennial in its truest form.
Really?
Yeah, this is a thing. Like Stephanie was telling me this, my best friend, when she came here. Like it's like called the avocado slice or something. It's like a coined term that millennials are known to cut themselves in an avocado. So there you go.
Okay, thank you for that. That's so interesting. Well, I hope that your hand does feel better, and I will always remember that when I'm cutting an avocado. Oh, just patience. Yeah, just like working on my patience for myself, and yeah, and being grateful, which was awesome because I really felt both of them this week. And guess what? I was very productive, so I'm happy.
Great. All right, I think we're going to leave it there. Do we want to throw the viewers something to leave them with?
Be careful with sharp objects in your hand. And we hope that you're just having a great start off to the year. And just network. Keep talking to those people. As I've mentioned before, like write those emails. Tell people that you want to go for coffee. Don't be afraid to reach out to... people to just say, hey, can I connect? I've got these ideas. I'd like to just bounce it off, because the more you do that, I'm guaranteeing you the more confident you're going to feel about your work, and because it deserves to get out there.
Yeah, I love that.
Cool.
Okay, that's perfect. Yay. Well, I think that, all right, guys, so you can always contact us anyway, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email. It's Jamie, Holly, just contact us. We want to hear from you. That's what this podcast is about. So please reach out to us. We want to hear you.
Reach out.
Reach out and touch this. I don't know what.
All right, everybody. Until next time, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
special. Maybe you don't think so. If we both took a moment to listen to one another, then maybe we could know what we both know. You, me, and us. You